All right, y'all. It's your boy PK, man. We back. I'm chilling with my man Bumba, the BreederGang, big mustache.
What up? High as shit, and we got some battles.
Right now, if y'all ain't know, there was this rumor going around about this thing called GravityWeb. Now, y'all heard it here first. It's a BreederGang, like we made this shit. Well, I not we. My guy Bumba, he made that shit
What up?
way back at the end of Gen 5. I put him on to the Lando the special one. Then it got banned. He used it for a week and he was mad. So then Gen 5 came or Gen 6 came out and he got the Lando. Yo, tell him how you did the thing with all the stuff.
Right, so I wanted to try this mythical gravity Lando that I had heard so much about. That nigga like a Lambo, cause he fast and furious. But anyways, so like I started thinking about it, like I'm gonna make a gravity Lando, make a team around to make it work. And I was in the middle of doing that, and me and Will were in a call, and he said something about gravity, and I like just started thinking, and then he like mentioned sticky web, and I'm like, oh, sticky web and gravity. I'm like, yo, the flying types get affected by sticky web and gravity, and he's like, I don't know. He just kind of went on about it. I didn't. I started thinking about it. I made it into a team. First team was complete fucking trash, but the sticky web gravity combination with gravity web, it worked perfectly. Like that was the only good part about the team. So I remade the team on Showdown, gave it a little love actually, gave it some things to work, and I mean, we're gonna see if Gravity Web is really what niggas say it is, I guess. I guess that's what we gonna do.
Yeah, yeah. And just make sure that they don't, none of y'all, if y'all jack this shit, just give a shout out. Let them know you got the idea from Daddy Breeder Gang.
I want to hear that
So,
too. Those exact words.
right. So I mean, looking at the T preview and shit, we on the top, they on the bottom. Um, we see the Gliscor, like if this Lando doesn't have HP ice, like the Gliscor shit's on it. Or if the Excadrill has the air
Exactly.
balloon, if you miss the focus blast, you get shit on. The Rotom, if you miss the focus blast, you still get shit on it. Especially defensive Rotom can take one of those anyway. But that's just standard. This is a whole different type of team. It's the gravity web. So all that shit doesn't even matter.
Right. So, I mean, we about to show niggas the Gravity Web. So, I mean, you want to start this? Hashtags Hashbrowns?
All right.
Let's go. Alright, so he gonna lead off with his little bitch ass Excadrill. And I'm gonna lead off with Smeargle, and I'm thinking there's two things he can do. He can either Earthquake or Iron Head. And he Iron Heads. And I thought I was gonna get flinched. But luckily it didn't. I get the Dark Void off, it doesn't miss. And his ass is asleep. So now I'm like, okay, he's got the Iron Head, so he might be like some type of offensive Excadrill without spinner, like without the rapid spin. So I'll just get the sticky web. And at this point, I'm like, okay, if he doesn't have the rapid spin, then the Gliscor probably has the default. So I just decided to go into my Lando just in case he had the earthquake, and he didn't. So he wakes up and he iron heads, but he outspeeds. So I'm like, oh shit, nah, he is in the offensive Excadrill, and he's like Scarf Excadrill. So I get the gravity up, get the fuck out of there, going to the Arcanine, and Arcanine just doesn't give a shit. He intimidates this thing, takes the Iron Head like a champ. I'm like, he can't Earthquake. He knows I can Flamethrower and just pretty much kill him, so he's probably going to go into the Rotom to try and, like, get past that, but I'm just going to double switch into my Landorus. Because the gravity's up, I'm going to take advantage of that. So the Rotom comes in, Gravity says, fuck you, Rotom. Fuck your Levitate. Get that Sticky Web. Lando comes out in the same turn. Lando, he doesn't care if the Rotom's scarfed or not anymore. Like, he's Earth Power. Get the fuck out of there. What is Levitate? What does that do? Does Levitate save you from ground type attacks? Because I just seen a Rotom die doing Earth Power. The Excadrill comes in.
Right.
He's got a balloon, or nah, this is actually the Sticky Web one. So, nah, he's dead. He's got a Scarf, but he can't outspeed anymore because the Sticky Web dead. So, what comes out next? The Greninja? Gravity's gone, so that's fucked up. But this Gliscor comes out. He didn't protect. He just dies to the hidden power ice. Like what?
Yo.
Like you don't protect to scout it. You just let it kill you. Then he comes out to the Greninja to like ice beam me, but Sticky Web's up and he can't live in Earth power, so he's dead. Get him out of here. That's another one for the ambulance to take out. Next is probably the Metacham. Yup, Jackie Chan. Or Jackie Cham. Like, see, get the fuck out of here with your shamal ass. He doesn't fake out. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. He dies to an Earth power.
Yo, so
And
the
this
rampage
Volcarona
is real
comes
right
in.
now.
The Volcarona comes in, and we don't one hit KO those. He don't do that. But I mean, he got the Sticky Web and then Quiver Dance, so we do 2-hit KO those. Hey, +1 special defense. You die real slow, nigga. Get out of here. Now, see,
we
that
had
wasn't
the-
a very, very good. Uh, what would you call it? Like display of GravityWeb?
Yeah, that because I mean it really wasn't just because like I don't know. As
It was
soon
a
as you got the
very
gravity
good
map
case
up,
against Lando, like being Ubers. Like it was a very good case to back that up, but it wasn't a very good case for like GravityWeb as a whole.
I mean it was fine. It was just a lot of people they're not used to the destruction being that real, but it's BreederGang. So whenever we play, they usually get dismantled, demolished, and destroyed. So it's really not like a stretch. But I know for the average dude out there, especially a lot of y'all watching Pokemon videos, the reason you watch is so you can get better at the game. We got a whole different extra battle that has a little bit more to display with this team. I mean, it was like that battle was from 420. This battle is from today. Like we just randomly get random battles. We're not trying to set this up so it's like, oh, Gravity Web's broken. Like this is straight off the ladder and all that. So yo, why don't you tell about the team preview on this one?
All right, let's switch over. All right, so this nigga, he got the Kyurem Black. He got the Greninja, the Megazard, the Electros, and the Malamar. Now, okay, so we already know my Lando's got the HP Ice. That's all cool. So I know I can deal with the Gliscor. If I get the Sticky Web up and I can keep it up, then I can deal with the Greninja. And the only thing it looks like he has to possibly even get rid of the hazards is maybe a default Gliscor if he's that guy. I mean, the Electros, we know he's not going to be a problem. He's got Levitate, but, gravity. So fuck him and his little shenanigans. And the Zard, we don't care which Zard that is because Lando can handle that too. We also have that belly drum Azumarill. So, I mean, we're going to see what's going to happen here. I mean, the Kyurem can be dangerous. If the Sticky Web's not up and that Kyurem scarfed, he can be dangerous to the Landorus. The Greninja's very dangerous to the Lando. The Malamar, I don't think anybody in all of OU is afraid of a Malamar. Like, unless you like running like some super like frail rock team. But
Yeah, I mean, when I look at it though, it's like, all right, so a lot of people, the other game, that was cool. This one, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth into it. So since y'all know how the Gravity Web works now, you have to assume, it's just like when you do a damage count, you assume rocks are up on both sides of the field. So for this team, you have to assume that Sticky Web, Gravity, or both are up at all times. It's always one or
yeah,
the
you
other.
got to
So
give
with
it. One
Gravity
of
up,
them is up at any given time. One of them has to be up at any given time. You can't
if the
just be in
gravity's up,
battle with neither. It's not going to be good.
right. If the gravity's up, the Lando naturally outspeeds the Zard no matter which one it is. Earth power super effective, gets murdered. Oko's the Greninja. Probably Oko's that Kyurem Black if it's not like max HP, because I mean sheer force, focus blast, and all that. Oko's the Gliscor were Earth power. The same thing with the Electros, and Malamar isn't really living two of them. And then at the same time, if just Sticky Web is up, All of a sudden, the Azumarill becomes real boss. Because, I mean,
Max speed,
the
max attack.
Aquajet, right, the Aquajet and or the Play Rough, if depending on what Zard it is, Play Rough, the Greninja, Play Rough, the Kyurem, Aquajet, the Gliscor, Play Rough, the Electros, and the
Play rough
Malamar
the Malamar,
for
yeah.
no reason. Right. So, I mean, that's just how it looks right now. So, I guess the main objective is to get one or the other up. And then, I mean, his team isn't really built to handle all that. Most teams
Right.
aren't. That's why GravityWeb's the shit, though.
So my predictions, like these were my predictions in the battle. Like when I was looking at his team and team preview, I predicted that he was going to lead with the Gliscor to try to counter my Smeargle lead. He was like going to protect to try to block my Dark Void /4 so he could just get his poison up and then pretty much do what he wants from there. But like I predicted that, so I mean, let's get this battle started and see what happens.
Hashtag
All right.
Hashbrowns.
Hashtag Hashbrowns. Let's go. All right, so I'm going to lead off with the Smeargle, like I said, and just as I had predicted during the battle, he leads off with the Gliscor, and he protects. But I do not Dark Void or Spore. I just go straight for my Sticky Web, and I'm like, now he's either going to Earthquake here, or he's going to go for the Defog if he does have it to try and get rid of my Sticky Web. So I just go straight into Landorus because it's like, shit, if he Earthquakes, I can get up Gravity. If he doesn't Earthquake, I can get up to Gravity. But he Earthquakes, so I'm like, all right, now the worst he can do is either defog or like toxic me, but that doesn't happen. And he ice fangs me. This nigga does like 90%. Lando's like over here bleeding out, but Lando fires off that earth power. You like, get the fuck out of here, clears that Gliscor out. So what even comes in next? Oh yeah, this little eel thing. Like I don't know if this guy like knew what gravity did, but that thing's dead. Like, don't bring that in against DDs. Like, we don't fucking play that. So, I mean, what comes out next? The Greninja. The Greninja. Man, why do people... I love Greninja, and I hate to see it just die, like, really fast, like that. Like, that nigga was just gone. And then the
Crit
Malamar
didn't
comes
matter
out.
because Focus Blast doesn't miss.
Yeah,
Right.
Focus Blast doesn't miss in Gravity because Gravity boosts the accuracy of all your moves. Malamar, we cannot one-hit KO those, and he's just going to superpower us. And the Sticky Web, I'd also like to point out, gave him +1 because he's contrary. So, yeah. So now we're facing like a +1 in attack, defense, and speed Malamar. That's kind of nasty, but we got a Azumarill. So we know how this is going to end. We're just going to Aqua Jet, but we don't. He Psycho Cuts us. Our Citrus Berry activates. Our Citrus Berry allows us to get the Belly Drum off. We're now at +4. Sticky Web up. I mean, +4. What the fuck? +6 with the Sticky Web up. And shit's going to get nasty. Aqua Jet the Malamar right away. We don't want him doing anything. Get him out of here. He's dead. Next is going to come in the Charizard. Charizard. Gravity's not up, so you don't get the wrath of the Sticky Web. But you can bring that sun up, nigga. It ain't protecting you from a +6 Aqua Jet from Azumarill. Get the fuck out of here. Now, the Kyurem Black, he
Real
comes
talk.
in.
Yeah, nah, I was saying real talk. That's still a +3 Aquajet coming from the Azumarill in the sign. So,
Right,
I mean, hold that.
right. And Kyurem Black, you don't outspeed us after a Sticky Web. Get the fuck out of here. Play rough, dead. Like, now that team was the perfect
Yo.
display of Sticky Web for 2 reasons. One, not only did it give Landorus what he needed to sweep half of the team, but 2, it gave, even once the gravity was up, the damage was so done by the first half of the strategy that Azumarill was just able to come in, set up, and the opponent really wasn't able to do anything about it. Like, the best thing he could have done, maybe, is switch the Malamar out into the Charizard and got the sun up a little bit sooner and tried to Solar Beam, but I mean, he would have still let me get a free belly drum. So at the end of the day, he was still getting swept.
Right. And you were still outspeeding everything. I mean, y'all niggas out there, just realize, yo, this is the BreederGang way. Like, this is what we do. We come up with that new technology every week. I mean, y'all seen it. I just showed y'all the day 1 Bisharp Tech. Y'all told me that shit was nasty. It wasn't good. Y'all seen it. I brought out the Mega Scissor technology with knockoff. Y'all told me that one was nasty. Way before that, I got the specially defensive hippo technology. Now, my man got the GravityWeb technology. What else do we
All
need
I'm
to
saying is I've
do
been coming
to
out with them
not
assault
be
vest technologies for a while, and
right?
niggas be,
We're
you
not gonna
know,
say no
you
names and shit about
right,
Braintree
right.
and that
But
nigga.
you know who I'm talking about.
But that's all respect. It's not like he watches us and steals our shit.
Right, right, right,
Everybody
right.
like
He
came up
just
with it at the
uses
same
good shit.
time, but
He just
right,
uses
he
good
put it
shit,
out
and
on
he
YouTube.
stumbles like he just happens to like play a lot like I play. So like he stumbles upon sets that like I would use for things.
I mean, this
It's
was
like
the
we
best kept
probably
secret,
came up
but
with the ideas for them at the same time. Like, and that's why.
exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, this shit was fun and all that. Like the Gravity Web, that's all gravy. I mean, we was running Kangaskhan like day one before niggas was like, yo,
Right.
let's make a
Before
Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan was
Then
even
I hopped
like
on
we
it.
knew what that nigga did, I was on him like, yo, the baby comes out of the pouch. How can you not love this thing?
Right.
Niggas
And
didn't
then
respect
when
the Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan was running around, they told me the Mega Lucario was whack. I mean, you can look forward to those coming soon. Like I got the sweeps with the physical and the special because I really do shit like that. But anyway, that happened. I mean, I want to say that we trendsetters except we're not because we really don't give a fuck. We just want to like make everything broken that we can. And I mean,
Right.
this gravity web shit is just the next step in the evolution of BreederGang technology. But I don't got nothing else to say. Y'all already seen it. The evidence is here. That's my guy Bumba. I'm PK. Yo, you got anything else to say to the people?
I don't got anything to say to them people. But I got something to say to our people. Shout outs to everybody in Breeder Gang. Hakeem, Naeem, Superman 7. I think it's what you said. He don't got an S on his chest. He got a 7.
That's right, yo.
Nigga be at 7-0 and people, bro. Shout outs to our editor, Gus.
Right.
This nigga, without him, none of it would be possible. None of these
Exactly.
videos would be even
Exactly.
possible in the first
That's
place.
right, Gus. I love you, boy. Um, well, shout outs to them Nexus noobs and the Zat niggas. I mean, we fucks with Rashi and Danny and
Right,
the
we
rest of y'all
fucks with
niggas.
who
Y'all
we
can hold
fucks
that
with. You
shit.
know who you are, and if you
Right.
don't know, then you probably aren't. So, the fuck out of here.
I want to give a really big shout out to the Breeder Gang coach man, the nigga that knew more about this game than I did when I first started playing, but got 6-0 every time we played. But my guy Mezzantino, y'all know him at PEO. He's the motherfucking PEO prom king out there because y'all worship him like he's a god and all that. That's cool. Y'all can handle that. We selling prediction caps in the future. Get you one. We got them potatoes for you. It'll alleviate that salt problem you got. I mean, it's all gravy and all that. I'm gonna have to, chill a little bit because we heard your heart pressure, your blood pressure was getting a little crazy. Too much salt in your diet is not good.
I heard
But
them niggas got
we
single
breed
cell or
again.
something.
Yeah. But I mean, it's all gravy. Y'all niggas be easy. I mean, we out here.
Yeah, Lil Boosie. We out here like Lil Boosie, okay?